floor if you please.
So first of all, thank you for putting this together, for giving us the time to come up and see you and meet you, and voice our concerns and aspirations for a better Ferris. My name is Rudy Amor, and the top three on the agenda are a decent internet to attract that working class of people that can afford $250,000 houses. The second one is address the water issue for that sustainable growth. And the third is to be able to see what we can do to provide the police department and the fire department with something better than temporary, and where the fire trucks and the fire people, the firemen are in the same location. Those are the three basic staples for an infrastructure in order to promote growth. There is a lot of developers, and you have a choice of either having the developers come into Ferris and run the town through inner participation with city government and elected officials in ways that may not be completely on top of the table and not to everyone's advantage. So the choice for you, do you want the developers to take over Ferris, or do you want to retain control and make this a decent place for others to want to come and work in? As far as qualifications, I've been in the P&Z, Planning and Zoning, Vice Chair, and I've been doing that for 12 to 15 years. I actually have a packet for this Monday for a joint meeting with City Council. I'm also on the 4B, and I've been there for 12 to 15 years. I've lived here in this community among you for almost 21 years. I'm native Texan, proud American, served in the military, volunteered for Vietnam, have had an uncle die at the gates of Normandy on the beach during World War II, and I'm here basically for you. You can look me up on LinkedIn, Rudy Amor, and you'll find my credentials. I have varying degrees from undergrad to graduate. I just finished coming from Boston, closing a $108 million deal with Partners Healthcare. I have a standing reservation at the Sheraton Commander on Harvard's there. And so these are my qualifications and aspirations as a servant for you. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I think I'm pretty qualified to be in the City Council team. First of all, I have a very strong background in financial management, budget preparation, and management as well. I want to be in the City Council team because I like to assist with the inconsistencies that we are currently experiencing. I think from the ethical and management perspective, okay, there has to be a change. Okay, I like to bring in, my top three priorities will be, economic development for all, not just for the big companies, also the small companies like us. Secondly, I'd like to bring accountability, okay, especially with the city council team, beginning with us. We have to be the role models for the rest of the staff. And the other one that I'd like to address is it's not enough time, but I'd like to begin with the water, solutions for the water. 2 years is not enough for anybody to achieve basically after that, but we can begin the process and keep people informed where are we with that. And potentially also see if we can implement the strategic plan that we formulated about 3 years ago with the economic development team that we have.
You have about a minute and a half left. Anything else you'd like to say for the remaining time?
Yeah, I think this is the right time, for Ferris to experience that change. We are hungry, okay, for great things to happen in this town. There's a lack of courtesy. There's a lack of productivity. There is a lack of transparency. There is lack of role models here. So my point is, if we get in there, guys, we will strive to be your servants in the sense of serving, our community, to do what is right for us, beginning with us, our businesses, our residents, address the issues. One of the things that I forgot was about the city beautification. That's much needed. I've been talking about this for years. And Charlie's here. He knows that I've been banging on that baby for a long time. And you know what? All they do is bring presentations. but nothing gets done. It is time to really address the city side so that people can really come and look at it and say, hey, I'm ready to invest in this town. Okay, Hani and I have decided to stick around here much longer than what we actually decided, right? Because there's opportunities here, okay? And I think we continue to grow, and I'd like to be part of the economic development, okay, that continues to push forward in a more controlled manner.
2 minutes to answer the question, after which the question is very important. After which the question is closed. No further comments can be made concerning the said question by any candidate. There are 16 questions total based on the number of candidates up here. We have 5. That will mean there will be a round of 3 questions each. We'll take one at a time. We'll start in the same order we started with the second one. City resources were spent on last year's bond package that was turned down by 82% votes of the voting population of Ferris. How can you help prevent something like this in the future?
I helped create that turn down of 82%. In fact, I was very much involved in getting that turned down and stopped. That was a foolish waste of money at the present size and tax base that Ferris has. To prevent that, all you've got to do is sit down with a calculator and show the people that are trying to get this done that they can't afford it. Just like you say you want a new Lexus. You can't afford a new Lexus, but you can have a Kia. If you can't afford it, put it in plain common sense. Show them the facts that it can't be done.
Working a little off on a couple of these. All right, looking at our water and sewer situation in Ferris, what is your view on the current infrastructure, and what would your plan be to help fix it? You have 2 minutes.
We currently pay Rocket $225,000 a year out of our city budget to mix with the well water. The water is overfluorificated because it's well water. It's artesian well water. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't get it out of it. The best thing we could do is either buy our water from Lancaster, who's offered us water and we turned it down, or to pipe water in from Dallas and get good water for everybody. The infrastructure hasn't been addressed at all. You people that are out here, you come to every city council meeting, you know our plumbing is bad. We have, as previously discussed, we have no drainage, and we have a well that sits next to a dump. What would I do? I would call the government and ask the government to come in and help us with some grants to help fix our plumbing. Instead of bringing in new houses that have bad water and good sewer systems, I would start with the infrastructure. I would start in the city. I would fix what is already here before I would spend money on bringing in other houses that are going to contribute to the already overloaded water system and sewer system. That's what I would do.
Number 13.
Number 13. Okay? Do you feel that the city manager should live within the city limits and should be on call 24/7 to help deal with the issues as they arise? Give 2 minutes.
Yes, I feel the city manager should live in the city. In my travels, when I wasn't here, I had 2 homes. Now, where I stayed, I had to adjust. And I felt what the other people felt when I lived there. In other words, when I was in Ferris, I was very comfortable. But if you live somewhere and you see what's going on and you're a part of it, you tend to want to fix that. You tend to have a little more urgency about getting it done. But if you don't live there, you don't care. You just get a paycheck. Most people live and get a paycheck. They get their paycheck and they go home to their families. So yes, he should live here. And should he be on call 24/7? If he's doing his job, he shouldn't have to be called on 24/7. Now that's just straight talk. As a man once told me, it don't take all day and all night to finish a job. Just go to work and get the job done. That's what we need. Roll up your sleeve, go to work, get the job done. Once you're at home, leave the job with the job. That's my opinion on that.
Thank you very much. The question is this: how many city council meetings and other city meetings have you attended in the last 6 months? And how many did you attend before you announced your candidacy?
Anecdotally, don't have the exact figures, but since I am a part of the board and the planning and zoning, and there's joint meetings, I would say that enough to be pretty well informed over the last dozen years to the happenings of Ferris, past, present, and where is projected for future.
Obviously, the point of this question is how involved you are with the city right now. By your statements, very involved. Is there anything else you want to add to that question? You have 1 minute now.
I've traveled extensively in the United States and abroad, and I've seen other cities in different geographic settings similar that could be considered sister cities to Ferris. On Interstate 10 in the middle of the desert, where they're seeing phenomenal growth. Other cities in similar demographics, and that bring those ideas back to city council and the city government. So as far as from the involvement piece goes, enough to want to serve for the better of the community, but it's a mixed bag. One side of me says I care a lot for what happens, and the other side of me says I get tired of seeing it continue down the same path of lack of respect for one another and all of the bad publicity. I'm taking the road of the glass is half full, and I am not going to get into talking bad or negative about anyone, regardless of what I say. That should qualify me for being in the know as to what's happening in Ferris.
All right, thank you very much. The city is missing out on tax revenue because people go to other towns to shop. What stores or venues would you wish for in Ferris? You have 2 minutes.
Well, that's one of the areas that, as I mentioned in my beginning, is about what businesses are we allowing or supporting to come in. I believe that we are more focused on sales tax revenue coming in than on the quality of the businesses that we're bringing in. We're always negotiating salary, employment, all this stuff. But I tell you what, most of these big franchises, all they do is bring cheap labor. In other words, they don't really bring a whole lot of value to the city other than tacos and hamburgers. But they don't really help to the infrastructure of the city. We need to be more concerned, okay, about the long-term sustainability of the city, okay, by bringing other businesses that can produce the same revenue, but with a higher quality of a standard of living. And that's what we like to bring. So, what would I bring? I think I'll bring in probably a higher-end grocery store, like a Brookshire's, you know. I'll bring in probably a laundromat. We need a laundromat, for example. We're working on it. People need it. It may not generate the sales revenue that we have, but it helps with the quality of living of the people. You know, do we want to keep people in Ferris, and then we start thinking about what other? We have a whole list of businesses that we need in the city, okay, to meet the needs of the citizens. It's called a need assessment. That's how we came out with the laundromat. We need it badly. We need bakery stores. You know, we need all the stuff that keep people in town. They go all the way out to Waxahachie or Dallas just to buy bread, for example. So I'm not sure that we're ready for the big, stores like Macy's and all this stuff, but we can start looking at the possibilities of bringing in clothing store and all this stuff, boutiques.
Questions? And again, we have 2 minutes. Try to keep your answers as close to the question as possible, and if you want to elaborate on it, you can, just try to keep it to the question. Are they a suggestion or something that can be broken in each fiscal year? We have 2 minutes.
Beg your pardon? Budgets?
Budgets, are they a suggestion or something that can be broken in each fiscal year?
I'm not sure that I've properly understood this question, but budgets are something we have to live within, whether it's an individual or a city or a school or whatever. We can't be living on borrowed money. In fact, we need to be putting some money in the bank with our budget. Ferris is going to grow whether we like it or not. So we have to budget what revenue we have now to make it grow in a manner that will benefit the people that are here and the people that will be coming here in the future to make this town expand. I hope that's enough answer on this question. I'm not sure that I totally understood it.
You answered it just fine. How do you plan on working with others that might have different views on how the city should grow?
I'm really hoping for a change, a big change in city council this year. We have had the same faces without any change, so we need diversity in our community. We need to be able to have the option of getting along. I want to have that open mind, and I'm hoping that other council members, new council members that are elected, some of the men sitting behind me would be an asset to promote change, to promote growth. I've tried my best to work with others in city council. I have council members that come to me and say they don't want to talk to me outside of city council. I'm not part of that life. I'm not part of that life. I am straightforward, I am honest, I'm going to tell the truth behind a closed door or in front of the door. I've got one face and I put makeup on one face, and it's got integrity. And it's real easy to always remember the truth. I plan on working with the council, with the newly elected council, with one of these men behind me, and we're going to do a better job than has been done ever before, because we're going to come in with a sense of urgency to create that passionate government that will be for the people, governed by the people, through the council that hopefully is elected from this group up here today. Thank you.
Growth in the city is going to happen. What is your viewpoint on the strategic plan to make it look and feel like there was a plan, not individual pieces put together? You have 2 minutes.
Okay. When I was asked, I was taught, I had a conversation with a friend, and that's how I ended up running the city council, okay? When my daughter put this on Facebook, I couldn't believe the response that I got from the kids that don't live here anymore, calling me, telling me how they just thought it was just great. I mean, I'm not one, two, I'm talking hundreds of them. I know lots of the kids because my kids still stay connected to them. The thing of it is, when my kids come home, they always brought people with them from other schools, from other cities, other states. They liked it here. Now here's my proposal. What I would do, I would build a place where when they come, they can have a spring break. A nice, comfortable place, a safe place. They can come and visit. I can't invite people here. I have nowhere for them to come. That would be the one thing you need to do. Create a place where people would want to come and you can entertain. And you would get revenue. Believe me, you would get revenue. Because people want to get away. They want somewhere new to come. Where do we have for them to go? What do they do here? What do we do here? set a place that brings entertainment, excitement, and love and respect where everybody can come and enjoy themselves. That one place, that would be your story.
Question number 9. Water issues have been rampant in the city, both on building and waterline breaks. How do you feel that the city can make the information more readily available?
Repeat louder, please.
Water issues have been rampant in the city, both on building and waterline breaks. How do you feel the city can make the information more readily available?
So we're looking to make the information readily available or address the issue with the water and water rates.
Specifically, the question is, when there are issues with either the building or waterline breaks, how can the city make this information more readily available to the citizens?
That's easy. There's an app like 911, and whenever there's like tornado or any kind of weather activity that comes through, or Amber Alerts is another one, the city could, and the city of Ferris does, have some sort of catastrophe type advisement where you can't avoid it because it makes your phone make this tone that you can't ignore. So it would be easy whenever you have water failure problems, as you mentioned, or other things like that, to be able to alert the citizenry inside the city limits that there's something happening from point 1 hour, 2 hour, etc. So there are apps, and everybody's got iPhones nowadays, right? It's the latest craze. There are apps to address emergency type water situations. And then as far as the transparency, obviously there's an enormous amount of social media now that can be used for stuff like that, such as newspaper, in different categories, whether they be here or regional. And then there's also the last one which comes to mind, which is a little bit more expensive. They have the money to send me these water flyers for me to pay for services that I don't need. They can do that with this example.
Have you ever held or currently are holding another political position in the city of Ferris?
This week, no.
That's this week.
But I have had, yes. I think one of my first roles here within the city of Ferris was about 10 years ago when I came. I normally find my houses running, you know. And every time we move, I go running, I spot the houses. And here I started to feel it all over, seriously. I started like running around the neighborhoods and I saw a lot of stuff that needed to pay attention. So I came to the city. At that time there was a guy named Tim. And I approached him and said, Tim, this is, blah, blah, blah. We just purchased a new market, and how can I help? Seems like we can do a lot of work in this town, meaning beautification, cleaning. So soon after that, Chuck came on board, and then I was invited to join the Main Street Board. So I served there for a couple of years. And then later, I was elected to serve in the Economic Development Board, where I was there for about 5 years until I resigned because of the ethical behaviors of the current manager. I will not tolerate that, okay? And then I also served as president for the current Chamber of Commerce for about 4 years. 2 of them also as the treasurer of the chamber. And what else? That's pretty much it.
So I misspoke on one thing. The question is as it's stated, however, it does not say it's limited to Ferris. So any other current political positions that you are currently holding or have been holding outside of this town, you can add those as well.
Okay, can you please repeat?
Yes, that was my fault. The original question was, have you ever held or holding another political position? Ferris is not actually on that statement. I misspoke. So if there's any other positions that you are holding outside of the city, you're welcome to share those as well. Number 3, what are your thoughts and plans for the growth of Ferris?
My thoughts and plans would be to do a real study of the city, not to put proposed growth ahead of making plans for how we're going to service our roadways, how we're going to get people to and from work expeditiously. I would look and plan and develop and be forward thinking. Right now, it feels as though we want to get a housing development here, a housing development there. We want to look as though we're doing something. We need to plan. You wouldn't build your own home without a set of plans of a way to get in, a way to get out. Where am I going to get the water from? Is it going to be safe for my family to drink? What kind of schools do we have? No one's really said anything about the schools. I would want to look at all the facets, improve our teachers, improve our schools, improve our housing planning, improve our infrastructure, improve our highways, improve our salaries for our police department and our fire department, and our city employees that don't sit in water-cooled offices all day long. I think also, if I were to plan for the city of Ferris, I would cut off all water delivery to City Hall, and they would have to drink the water that the citizens have to drink.
That makes you a good choice as a candidate.
Living in the city. I think I've seen pretty much everything come through here, okay? And all of it has been great, all right? It's been it's been some good. I'm not gonna say that I love my home, and I can see where improvement is needed. And as some of the things have already been touched on here today, we need to look at our resources, what we have now, and what we can do for the people now. The people that's been here and lived here and went through all the things that we went through together.
If I could, thank you for sharing that. If I could redirect you on part of this, outside of political experiences, since you already spoke to that, what experiences do you have that you share with those who are here you both now and later that would make you a good candidate?
Okay, experiences. I'll tell you what I've done in life that gives me the experience. I've raised kids. I worked for Johnny Mitchell. I was 15 years old. I was reading a slide rule and a mic. I was putting together an icing machine. That icing machine that you get the little ices out, I helped put that one together right off the bat. The pants you have on, I built the first computerized sewing machine that stitches those pants for Hager slacks. I work with the engineers, so I can think, I can cut, I can design, I can read, I can do a whole lot of things with tools. And I've been around some very smart men that taught me a whole lot about how to do things.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
What does ethics mean to you?
Integrity. Above everything else. No matter what you do, no matter what function, there's only one way, and there's only one right way. Otherwise, the English language would have right version 1, right version 2, but there isn't that. There's only right. And so at the end of the day, it's a win-win scenario, not to quote something from the corporate American point of view, but the right decision is what makes the decision that you are making not right for you or you, but right for you and everyone else. If the more people that can get to the highest percentage of where it's the right thing to do for everyone concerned to as best as you can get to 100%, then that is the right decision. And oh, by the way, doing the right thing and having integrity doesn't always put money in your pocket. It's very difficult in practice. It takes more to be right in terms of integrity than to go down the other path and become very wealthy and do the wrong thing.
Employee retention and turnover seem high for Ferris. What is your plan to help lower this turnover of city employees?
Well, I believe that one of the things that we need to put in place is a program. okay? A program that will develop, again, accountability, productivity, training and coaching. Those are the four elements that I will put in place to make sure that, that we run a smooth operations. Along with that, you develop recognition for those that are performing at or beyond their levels of productivity. So you have to have standards, you have to have expectations from different people on how and when they need to do things, not when they want to, but when they need to be done, to address the needs of our residents. I personally have been used and abused by Bill Jordan by not doing the stuff on a timely basis. An example, you go to the title company and the documents have to be returned because mistakes that the secretary had, or the Jordan forgot to stamp it in the form. I mean, and who holds him accountable? Nobody. Okay? And this is just me. I mean, I have had people come to my office complain about the treatment that they get from the city staff. So I believe also that in setting that program up, we will begin something new, something that people will look up to, say, hey, they can help you right there, not coming in shaking because you don't know what to expect.
In today's forum, as well as all the citizens of Ferris who came out to attend this. Another big special thank you to First Baptist Church for allowing us to use their facilities when the weather moved in like it did. And that will conclude today's forum. Again, thank you all very much for coming and for keeping it